G'day ladies and gentlemen, this is Engineering in Space Pirates and Zombies 2, and I am your host, Vasdema. Playing through a sandbox campaign on Expert as I am, I can't afford to waste a single unit of scrap. These episodes allow me to test and build ships that will give me the most bang for my buck. We've reached the point in the campaign where we need to determine the final form of our ship. Basically, we don't want to use scrap buying parts that we are not going to need on said final form. Now, of course, the key to any successful ship in Space Pirates and Zombies 2 is speed. And there are three ways of achieving speed in this game, pretty much. One is to stack on a heap of engines, and that's exactly what we did last episode with the desecrated shoe. Now, the second way is to pump synergy bonuses into the engines. And the third way is to increase the power to weight ratio of the ship. Now, this time around, we will be looking at synergy. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me correctly. I feel like a fucking heretic or a baby killer or something. But without further ado, a synergistic ship. For those of you who don't already know, synergy works by core adjacency. Now, to get the highest synergistic bonus for your engines, what you want to do is you want to attach your engine to cores that are adjacent to other cores, such as you can see here. Now, to get the largest bonus for a large engine, you will want to set it up like this. Now, the synergistic bonus for a part other than a core, so a wing, a nose, or an engine, is determined by the average of the bonuses for the cores that it is connected to. So, in order to get a bonus of 50% to the attributes and 75% to the damage, which is actually the maximum in this campaign, because this campaign is set up for minimum synergistic bonuses. Actually, I'm just confusing you. You don't need to know about that. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so in order to get the maximum value, all the three cores need to be at their maximum value. And in order to get all three of these cores to their maximum value, they also need to be attached to three cores. Therefore, for a large part, you need to have three cores. You need to have it attached to three cores, and then those cores need to be attached to another 5 cores like so. But moving back to the ship. Now, as you just saw, you need to have a minimum of 5 cores to maximize. Yes, to maximize. I just invented a new stupid word. You need to have a minimum of 5 cores to maximize the synergy bonus for a large part. Now, I could have went with a 3x7 design, or actually I should say a 7x across and 3y up and down. Don't worry. Okay, I could have went by... some days I just want to just throw out the entire recording and start again. I could have went for a 7x3 design, but instead I decided for this nifty little 5x4 design. And that allows me to get maximum synergy bonuses for both the nose and the engine, and fairly decent synergy bonuses for both of the wings, whilst also giving me plenty of room for, well, not plenty of room, that's relative when you're talking about synergistic designs, room for flat cannons and some ion SRMs. So let me take you through what I do have weapon-wise. As always, I have flat cannons. This time around, it is actually exactly the same as last time around. It's on 2 small militia engines at the back and 2 small militia noses at the front. And in case you didn't watch the last episode, the reason why the flat cannons are on the small militia engines and not small Sun Hunter engines is because flat cannons are not available on small Sun Hunter engines. Now, next up, I will have a drink of water before I lose my voice completely. On small militia wings on the port and starboard, yes, I finally went back to saying port and starboard, thank fucking Christ. On the port and starboard, an ion SRM salvo. Now, you're probably asking why are they on militia wings, because they definitely come on Sun Hunter wings, and it's because of that, just to give us a little bit better of a firing arc. Basically, as you can see, the plasma discharges will roll straight over a small militia wing. Now, speaking of the wings, on the port and starboard side, there are large Sun Hunter plasma discharges. And at the front, we have a large militia defender hangar, which of course gives us 8 defender drones. So that gives us a total of 4 flat cannons, 8 defender drones, 3 plasma Did I mention the fact there's also a plasma discharger on the engine at the back? I don't think I did. There's also a plasma discharger on the engine at the back, which happens to be a large Sun Hunter engine as per usual. Now, the reason I did that was because most of the time in this game you are running away from the enemy for quite a bit, and therefore having a plasma discharger at the back is quite nice. The only, well, there's lots of problems with this design. It's fucking synergistic. Like I said, I feel like I just murdered a baby. But one of the problems with this design is that it reuses 0 parts from my campaign ship. Like, I don't have any of these parts in the campaign whatsoever. That's a negative, that's a negative, that's a negative. Negative, yep, nothing here. So everything I've bought in terms of large parts, such as the 2 large Sun Hunter defender hangars or the large militia bomber nose, useless. It would all need to be replaced. Of course, one good thing about the ship is it doesn't have a lot of parts, so it wouldn't cost me a lot to build this ship. Well, relatively it wouldn't cost me compared to, say, the ship I built last episode. But yeah, let us now head to the star map. Now, those of you who didn't watch last episode are probably wondering why this is not my current campaign, and the reason for that, of course, is in the current campaign I don't have access to 21 cores, which means I would have had to use the cheat menu to get to level 70, and if I'd used the cheat menu, all of the enemies around me would not have been the same level as me. So instead I have loaded up an earlier save, where I had access to the full 21 cores, and that earlier save was from my Season 2 campaign. Of course, that means I have to increase the difficulty to Expert, yes, which I did before I saved. Excellent. Now, let's go and have a look at our Strikecraft formation. Now, this ship should have the speed and the capabilities to deal with Strikecraft. However, I am expecting it to be extraordinarily weak against star bases, and in order to counter that, I have decided on 3 gold diggers, which are basically mini carriers. And so unfortunately they are 16 points each, which means I can only have 3, and therefore I can only fill up the first 3 hangars with 1 in each. Now we want to turn off the auto deploy because we do not want them coming in straight away, and I'll show you what I have armed them with. Each of them has a hangar of bomber drones, so they'll have 6 bomber drones. They will have 6 ion bomber drones. They've got 2 flat cannons and 2 miniguns, so when it comes to taking out a base, I'll move within range of the base and I will put them behind me. In fact, with the zombie base, I will have to keep on circling because, you know, spore balls and all the other garbage they spit out at you. But yeah, basically that is the plan, and I will call that Strike Formation 3 or Sierra Foxtrot 3. Now we need to find an opponent to test ourselves against, and I think the best opponent would be, yet again, this Threat 150 starbase up here. So I will get back to you once we are there. One thing I did forget to mention is that, as you can see, I have used Watchspire cores rather than the mulch cores I used in the previous video, and that's because due to the synergistic bonuses of the cores upon each other, the armor value for this ship is much higher. So instead I have devoted the cores to enhancing my speed. Of course, using brick posts and enhancing total shielding would have been just as viable. In fact, maybe more so. We'll test the ship and then we'll see what we need. More shields. Well, I don't think we could get any more speed, of course, without doing a drastic overhaul or increasing the number of stars on this ship. Turn, turn, turn. Powder shields, and I am actually stuck on top of an enemy strike craft. I'm not actually sure that has ever happened to me before. So every so often I'll just release the powder shields, and actually there we go. And I will let my plasma discharges fire back. Okay, there we go. Let's wait for the boost capacity to regenerate as well. There's a cruel blade, but we have our shields at full, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Things are performing. I meant to say progressing. Things are progressing quite well, if I do say so myself. So we made a quick getaway at the start. As you can see, the 3 plasma discharges do burn through the capacitor, but the good thing is with the cores set up synergistically, I get good capacitor bonuses. Let's see if we can move nice and close and do exactly that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Anybody else? No. Okay, so did you just let yourself get mauled? Yes, you did. Come on, stick on a similar vector, and you're dead. Okay. You next. Ooh, and ooh, yep, you're wrecked. Plasma discharges for the win. Okay, now we should probably lure them off a bit more. But yeah, if I was playing this for keeps, if I was playing it in the campaign, I'd lure them off a bit more, and then I would breeze past them and take out the asteroids. Let's see if we can get away with it now. After all, we do not want to be playing this forever. It is only a weapon systems test. Okay, things are coming along well. Okay, let's let our boost capacity regenerate just a little bit. Actually, we don't want to destroy any strike craft right now because they're just going to appear over there, and there could be even stronger ones. So instead, let's just breeze on past. Okay, that is an explosive warhead. Yes, it is. That will be our first target. Let's reload the capacitor and stuff it. Yeah, I'll switch back to battle wagon mode, and if this guy's still within range when we come online, we're going to score a hit. No, didn't walk into any of it. That's alright. Okay, we'll turn him back off. Might as well save the capacitor. He's not doing much at long range anyway. I really wish it would tell you the range to asteroids, but you can't have it all. I just remembered I've got iron SRMs on this. I should have been locking on to opponents with shields, but it's all good. All good. Let's just... okay, thank you. Excellent, that's exactly what I wanted. Now... and holy shit, that was effective. Okay, what do we got? Ah, there's the other one over there. Son of a bitch. Okay. Good thing is, whoa, this thing is almost faster than regular missiles. Jesus Christ. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see if I will be able to beat that or not. Whoa, whoa, that was bad in so many ways. And I just lost my shields because I fucked up, which is pretty much the... oh my god, everything was good, now everything is bad. What the fuck happened there? Did you see that? Oh, that was just comical. And this is one of the major problems with the synergistic design. If you fuck up in the slightest, like I just did then, going straight into the middle of everybody like a moron. Oh god. Yeah, if you do fuck up, death is swift, because since the design relies on synergy, when you start losing parts, those bonuses disappear rather quickly. And of course you don't have backup weapon systems. Now, as you saw, a synergistic design, I don't know, because you can only carry so many weapon systems, and plasma discharges are, one of the best weapon systems for synergistic design, you pretty much end up playing them exactly the same way every single battle. And yeah, you know how I feel about synergistic designs. I could replay that battle and, obviously win it by just not fucking up, but you know exactly how it's going to end. It's going to end in a win, or I'm going to fuck up again. It's very difficult to lose with a synergistic design if you're paying attention and you know what you're doing, which is yet another reason why I dislike them so much. Yeah, so while I was happy doing this for engineering in Space Pirates and Zombies 2, it is not something that I can see myself using in the campaign. It wouldn't be true to myself. I wouldn't enjoy playing it. I personally don't think any of you would enjoy me playing it either, because it wouldn't be enjoyable to watch. But it has come to the point in the episode where I need to name the damn thing. Now, if you've watched any of the other engineering in Space Pirates and Zombies 2 episodes for this season, you would know I am naming all these ships by taking a random adjective and pairing it up with a random noun. But for this particular ship, I will not be doing that. I will be using an adjective and a noun to name the ship, but I am using my own personal discretion to call the ship the Murdered Baby. And that's it for that design. Give me your thoughts down below and like and subscribe as you will. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and most importantly, have a good one.